It's been a big news in AI, big news for the past couple of weeks. It's just continual updates and drops. And the thing that's getting everybody hyped up is that Sora AI, man. What do you think of those videos that they're putting out? It's an OpenAI's thing, right?
Yeah, yeah, man. They dropped the bomb on us. Again, AI, OpenAI is out. He's these streets, man, and showed us the latest video, basically AI that they developed and they call it Sora. I guess it's not released to the public yet, but they put some snippets out there and everybody was just like floored at how photorealistic a lot of these videos looked at compared to some of the horographic imaging of video AI. I guess the
Yeah.
most famous one is Will Smith eating spaghetti. I still have nightmares about that one.
Oh,
That's it. And then they had the what's the other one? Pizza Funhouse. I don't know if you saw that one. That was
yeah,
pretty
yeah.
scary too. So now they have photorealistic kind of videos with Sora and Mr. Benji. I was blown away, man. Some of that stuff would look really good. I mean, and like they always say, man, this is the worst this technology is ever gonna look. And so every advancement we see, we're gonna say this is the worst it's ever gonna be.
Yeah.
So I could easily see someone mocking our faces and making us seem like AI. And so it's almost there.
I got an AI ad with Elon Musk, and people in the comments were like, "This is not Elon Musk. This is fake." And other people were like, "What are you talking about? This is totally something Elon Musk would do." So it's like you had the people who believed it was Elon Musk and were buying into it. Then you had the people who were saying it wasn't Elon Musk. And then you had the obvious people in there who were trying to pump whatever scam. And they're like, oh, it's totally Elon. You can tell because his smile is so original. And you're like, what does that even mean? It's just like weird comments. You could tell somebody like either used AI or wrote,
Yeah, it is AI that's commenting. Yes.
or just send it off to some farm in Pakistan who just has people sitting around commenting. My friend actually
Wow.
bought some of those guys, by the way, for a YouTube video, and it tanked his account, so don't do that. But yeah, this text to AI thing, text to video. So you just type in what you want. And this is what a lot of directors and guys who are putting together the cinematographers do. They okay, so we want to see a this and that. You got a room full of people and you work out storyboards and visuals and the way the camera drops down. Imagine just speaking that stuff out. Where it's okay, so I want a forest scene. I need a late summer in Wisconsin kind of forest scene, and just starts updating and changing the scenery. And you just start talking and texting it out. And Tyler Perry says, you know what? I'm going to put a pause on my $800 million studio expansion plan that I had so I can evaluate AI and reevaluate all this regular technology that I'm doing. And he says, you know what? I'm also going to say, I'm not going to be hiring as many people. Jobs are going to get lost. Sorry. Ouch.
Yeah. Yeah. Tyler Perry may not be the best example. Me and my wife had a long conversation about his latest movie and how his storylines tend to be very simplistic and he doesn't evolve for his branding so much. But I think his content is ripe for AI to kinda go in
Yeah.
and it could easily make a Tyler Perry scenario, but I digress. Yeah, man, he wasn't the only one. I think all of Hollywood, this is show versus business. All of Hollywood is now at a point where they're just, like, really starting to get a sense of what this technology can do, and to your point, creatives like maybe Soderbergh, right, who did Sex, Lies, and Videotape, and he's on the cutting edge of technologies. He might enjoy this, like you said, like a director,
Mhm.
he can create realistic backgrounds. Or you think about someone like Robert Zemeckis, right, who really dive deep into CGI and graphics. He might love it. But you're right, man. A lot of folks, man, gonna be out of a job, man, because this is something that could really take over Hollywood pretty quickly and rapidly. And don't let us fall in love, which I can see absolutely happening in probably the next year, a photorealistic avatar that's AI generated that becomes has 1,000,000 subscribers, right? And that everybody is this because we already see the live version of that, right? You showed
Mhm.
me with so how far are we from a avatar to do that? So
Wait,
it's
that already exists, right?
yes, I do know, but I'm
Okay,
talking
right.
about
Yeah.
at a grand scale. I'm talking about like where global phenomenon. This is a pop star that people want to see all the time. There's stuff like that. Yeah, there's some corners of Japan and Korea, but I'm talking about next level superstar. And if that happens, there's a movie called Simone. Did you ever seen that with Al Pacino?
No.
Yeah, it was an AI generated actress that became a worldwide phenomenon, and everybody loved her. And I think they knew she was AI, but the goal was that she became this global superstar. And so I look at this next generation of Hollywood, they're trying to pump out like the Zendayas or the Timothy Chalamets. I think that might be the last class of Hollywood stars that we get, man. The Gen Alphas, if you put someone that's entertaining in front of them on YouTube and they love them, that will be the next star, and that will not be a human. That's my prediction. Oh, I'm doing predictions in February.
You know what I wonder? I wonder if you could create like a variety show where you have one human and a bunch of AI actors or background characters around them, where it's just like Pee-wee's Playhouse almost, like people walking around, "Hey, I don't know what's gonna happen. We're gonna see what happens when I talk to these AI characters." They don't say that, but let's see whatever it has to say, and the little weather guy comes out, "Hey, I'm blah, blah, blah." It's really, "I didn't know that. Thank you, computer, for teaching me so much." And there's so many different weird ways this could go, and I'm I don't wanna say I'm concerned, but I'm, like, super curious, and every time I see somebody coming up with an idea, I, like, click on it and check it out. So, "Okay, yeah, I thought of that one. No, I didn't think of that one. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, that's really dangerous." And I have all these different thoughts about it. But you sent me this link from CoffeeZilla, who always checking on the gurus. What does he have to say? Because he said something.
Oh yeah, man. So CoffeeZilla, like you said, he's out here doing 60-minute style exposés on our favorite gurus. He did one on Grant Cardone and one other one he did it recently that was like a big takedown. But
Dan
and
Lok?
it's yeah, Dan Locke. Yep, that wasn't recent, but
Okay.
yeah, he's been out here in these streets. So anyway, CoffeeZilla does these like short little videos, and he said, "I'm afraid of AI," and he pretty much echoed everything we saying. Is basically AI could pretty much take his job, right? It could easily be. Heck, he almost seems like an AI bot, right? The way he communicates and
Yeah.
talks, and his cheesiness sometimes. So yeah, so for him, this is something is very he's very concerned about, as a lot of all creators are. And we talked about this, right? Our creators, a lot of creators are leaving because of the burnout. AI doesn't burn out. This AI avatar can have
Yeah.
content going 24/7. Yeah, CoffeeZilla was very concerned and where this is going and what this could look like. And then they did, and because he exposes scams, his thing was we'll see scams just balloon, right? Because as you just showed, people didn't know who was Elon, who wasn't. And then even in the comment section, there was misinformation because there were bots fighting the folks that were claiming it wasn't Elon.
Yeah.
And imagine, Mr. Benja, we're about to hit election season. So this is going to be a F.
Oh, it's
It's
bad.
going to be, it's going to be a
Bad.
cluster.
Yeah, you're gonna
I
have
mean,
AI videos of people like Kevin Hart wearing the Trump shoes.
yeah.
Uh, and he's gonna have to be out there. "It wasn't me."
But then they say that's AI because the person that said it wasn't me was an AI. So man, these
See?
celebrities and I hope they have they need to hire us, man. All celebrities just need to hire us. We can help them. But I think they need to realize that they need to get their plan of action because you're right. I think there was one recently that happened with, I can't remember, there was a celebrity that someone it said something, it was selling like mortgages or something, and then they had to take that down. Yeah, it may have been or Scarlett
I don't know.
Johansson, but one of those. But yeah, to your point, it might not even be something where the deep fakes where they're speaking and doing mannerisms. It might be something as simple, like you said, he just wearing the Trump shoes, right? Or
Mhm.
they did alter image just enough, right? Or there's a little symbol someone does. Oh, see, he's a proud boy.
Yeah.
And yeah, man, it's gonna be interesting times.
So I have 2 things on that. One is that we're already like, you and I we've come from the real, and we grew up with a lot of analog stuff. So we're
Mhm.
able to discern more about analog, digital, fake, and real. And we have a certain eye for some of this stuff. A lot of people don't. They just don't have it. Either they wasn't trained, they didn't grow up using computers, they went to pharmacy school instead of NSB or CIS or whatever, and engineer computers or whatever. So they're in pharmacy. They're like, okay, I put pills in a big bottle and then put them into a little bottle. And that's what I do. I don't know what AI is or which characters are different. And yes, I'm slamming all you pharmacy cats to get at me in the comments.
Counting pills.
1, 2, 3. I make money.
Hey, oh, I messed up.
Sorry, Mr. Wilson, you're gonna die tomorrow. Yeah, they take that very seriously. Count your pills right. Yeah, but there's the discernment and education of the people. They don't know what's real, what's not. If it's, I've seen very real things, and people are like, "That's fake," and you're like, "What are you talking about? That's clearly real." It's and
Well,
they're like,
real quick, I gotta interrupt you, but CoffeeZilla did that. He did. There was a video. There was Twitter was going around saying, "Look at this amazing AI," and he said, "Picture an Indian cop who is doing amazing things in a car." And it was actually a live action movie that was made in the 90s
"Oh
of an
man,
action star from
yes,
India from
yes,
Bollywood, and people thought it was AI. So to your
yeah,
point, it was he was cracking up because even the real stuff people don't realize that's not and that's fake. So it's yeah.
yeah." So first you have the people's perceptions, right? And then a lot of people are saying we still want the human touch. We still are looking for the natural, real life things. You don't understand. You may think people will want that, but people usually, when a new technology comes around, it's not like they think the quote unquote real is better. They just go for what's available. Like
Mhm.
when fast food restaurants came out, everyone was like, "Oh, you can't have drive ups. People want to sit down and enjoy a meal." And they really just hammered that nobody wants drive through. And it's like, no, a lot of people do. Hey, nobody wants cheap clothes that fall apart after 2 weeks. It's like, yeah, I do. I'm only going to wear it once anyway. It's
Yeah,
fast fashion.
it's called Sheen. My
Exactly.
wife loves it.
Uh,
But you know what, Mr. Benji, you make a good point, Philip. You think human beings will always choose convenience over tradition?
it's been an incredible factor of just if you're not looking out for convenience, then you're not protecting your ideas if you're just not thinking about convenience as being a major factor.
Yeah, I agree. I think, yeah, convenience can change behavior in a moment because now it's convenient to call people via cell phones or to text people, then that becomes a norm. And
Mhm.
then everyone does it. And then now it's standard behavior until something else comes along that's even more convenient.
Yeah.
So yes, I agree.
No, I have a family member who won't talk to me anymore because I don't want to FaceTime with her. So let's pick up my FaceTime. I'm like, listen, just text me what you want. If it's a deep conversation, we'll get on. But you can't FaceTime me for something like I'm cooking rice. Yeah, I don't need it.
So what's our projection, Mr. Benja? Are we bullish? Are we fearmongers here for Soros?
Uh, no, Soros. Wait, you talking
Yeah,
about
no.
George Soros? uh,
The woke agenda will be stopped by Soros.
oh my God, the
Yes.
same thing. Yeah, yeah. So I think I'm bullish on AI. I still think we're going to see some really fundamental shifts, bigger than when electronics entered the workforce, like with computers and all the paper tracking we were doing. Bigger than that, bigger than Lotus 123. Oh my God. The microcomputer was a huge change to things. But yeah,
Mr. Benja, you're old, man. Lotus 123. Oh my goodness.
don't sleep
Wow.
on Lotus
And
123.
the fact that I know that is even older.
Shout out to the McAfee documentary I watched last night. Yeah, I'm bullish on it. I think that it's so freeform that the amount of applications that are going to come out of this are going to multiply. You're going to see things from different countries where they have different needs and ideas about things. And it's just going to get crazy and crazier. And I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying it's going to spiral out of control. We're about to hit that singularity where we're just like, hey, we're out of control of this. We don't know what's happening. It's beyond our understanding. We're just along for the ride.
And the scary part right now too is AI, open AI is getting very secretive now. After the big blow of Sam Altman, yeah, he's making these big pronouncements like he wants to spend $7 trillion on chip manufacturing.
How much?
Trillion with a T. But I digress to say that, but remember the whole hubbub about OpenAI having a board that was open, that's going to help focus on safety. What happened? We have no insight onto what's going on with the board, who's being replaced by who. It's just business as usual, OpenAI, and it's secretive as ever. And they just drop stuff like this out there with no sense of so what. So you send that out there, but they don't say anything about okay, we're working on. Good thing is they didn't just drop it on people, so that's a smart thing. But are they just looking at reaction, or did they say, "Hey, we're going to put a plan together to make sure this is rolled out safely"? So it's very weird, man. Just they're very secretive, and it's getting to that corporate thing. And I think these tools are weapons of mass destruction. So that is my hesitation with some of the AIs. The people who control it
Mhm.
are the ones who are really not being as open about what's really going on behind the scenes. And that's disheartening. But on the other personal side, to your point, I'm bullish and I've been even diving deeper. To your point, I'm starting using AI for more brainstorming. One feature I'm really starting to dig is the show me your reasoning,
Mhm.
and the AI is, giving me insight into its thought processes as I'm starting to do more consulting type engagements, and
Yeah.
that's helping me in in my communication style. So I'm going even harder on AI, Mr. Benja, personally, but globally, I do have some concerns about where this is all going.
Hey, I got a weapon of mass information destruction over here. I'm gonna use it, but I don't think everybody else should.